This podcast is kindly sponsored by Euro Auctions. The next auction takes place in Dromore on the 20th and 21st of February 2026. Welcome to another episode of the Ice Expo Podcast. Today, I'm delighted to be joined with our first female guest, Sammy Heaney from Sammy TV.
How are you, Danielle? Lovely to be here.
Brilliant. Thanks so much for coming in.
Thanks for having me.
So, I suppose let's reverse a good while. How did it all start for you?
Well, I suppose if you mean in terms of social media and stuff, because this was never ever an intention of mine. This has just totally happened by mistake. So back in the days of Lucky Day, was very much all online, social media and everything like that. And we just used to have different girls come in and do videos and stuff. And like models or like influencers, if there was influencers back in 2019, there probably kind of was, not as much now, but what kind of happened a lot was that they either wouldn't show up or they'd show up but they maybe there was just different kind of problems. So in the end, I just says, here, I'll just go. I think maybe one day someone didn't show up or something, and we had this scanny up for raffle, and back then it was very simple. It was just like, hello, how are you? This Scania is on Lucky Day and you can win it and goodbye, you know. So I was like, I'll just do it. So I did it for a couple of weeks, and then we got a girl in again so I could step back, and then I remember I just ended up being there directing it, and it was in the end it just made sense to put me on the camera, so and then it just kind of kicked off from there. It really sort of kicked off for me then when I decided, I think it wasn't until 2021, coming into 2021, that I says, sure, look, I'll do, we had a Lucky Day TikTok, and I was like, sure, I'll do my TikTok, be Sammy and behind the scenes and stuff. So I started doing, you know, me talking to the phone and showing this, that and the other. And that was the start of 2021, and the TikTok just blew up, my one. And then we were kind of like, oh, I think there's something in this, you know.
Yeah, of course.
And then it was just, learning over the years what works, what doesn't. Trends change so much. You have to be so on the ball. And then I did study acting and was an actor back in the day. So that all lent into what I was trying to do. Like, it meant that I wasn't self-conscious. I was well able to speak up and be clear. And the creative mind really, really, really helped.
You come up with brilliant ideas.
Yeah, I just love being, I love being creative and just thinking, right, how do we, what's the thing someone would least expect to happen here, and let's do that, you know. So I found actually when I started Sammy TV back in May 2025, because it was only me and I was spending a lot of time in front of the computer, going to meetings, emailing, that I was not getting to be as creative. And it was only a couple of months in I realised, oh, I'm really not happy. Why am I not happy? It's because I'm not getting to be creative.
Okay.
So I really need that creative outlet to just be wacky and out there and have the crack. Like, for me, it's all about fun and the crack. So luckily enough, Sammy TV has grown now. I've employed like a PA, I have a manager and all that, so they can take care of all that stuff, and I can just focus on being creative and having fun.
Like, I don't know how you come up with the idea. Like, for example, the Ice Expo skit that you did, like, that was incredible, where you put the ball about the baby.
Oh, the baby,
baby. Like,
I don't even know how, I can't even remember how I come up with that. Yeah, I'm expecting. And then,
I'm expecting. It was brilliant. It was absolutely brilliant.
Yeah, that's just... I suppose I just love being a little bit wacky and a little bit out there, and that's just what I happen to come up with on that day.
So, like, you are constantly booked up now at the minute, aren't you? Like,
it's actually, it's been crazy. January has, like, where did January go? Like, the past 3 days I've been at home on the laptop with myself and my manager on calls. I think yesterday we had like maybe 7-8 calls, the same the day before. As soon as I get home this evening now, I have a couple more calls scheduled in, all to do like with shows or products, businesses, people wanting me to
do
videos and create content and just get them out there. So that January, I suppose, is a good time to do that and get to 2020 2026, I suppose the whole schedule set up for 2026 and get the companies and businesses on board that we want to work with.
Yeah.
So that's kind of where we're at now.
And then I suppose go back again, like where did your interest in farming come from?
No, it didn't. So it just, well, as you know, into horses, myself and yourself were into horses when we were younger. So I suppose I have a wee bit of that Irish country upbringing.
Yeah.
But nowhere to the extent where I ever had to drive tractors or drive machineries. Like everything was just done by hand. We had a very small couple of acres, a couple of horses. Everything was me lifting and carting everything by hand, whether it was hay, straw, feed, whatever, bucket, bags of feed over the shoulder. There was never any machinery. So when Lucky Day then sort of branched into the farming side of things, I was just thrown in the deep end. And for me, it was a wee bit... It actually, do you know what, it happened by mistake. So there was someone else out there, was a girl who knew her stuff about tractors, knew everything about, and she was doing these videos inside and out, bringing them all through the tractors. And the person I was working with at the time put the pressure on me, you need to learn about tractors, look at these videos, these are brilliant. And I was like, oh God. And I watched her video and she knew tractors inside out and promoting this tractor. And I was like, okay. So I was like, I'm going to have to just do it my way. And my way was jumping into the tractor and going live and going, well lads, and there might be 15 of them watching, and I'm like, and it literally was, I'm in this John Deere 7, 8, 10 or whatever it is, how do I start it?
Yeah,
like,
right,
literally.
okay, yeah.
And comments would be coming in and I'm trying to start it, and it literally went from there. And
what's the most views you've ever got in one video?
Oh,
can you remember what video it was?
Actually, yeah, there was one with an American guy at the minute because it's short and funny. It's like, I don't know, 12 million views or something on
Jeez, that's incredible.
Instagram. Yeah, it's those wee short sort of funny videos work well for getting views, but not necessarily maybe for getting recognition for the business you're working with. So it's hard when you're promoting a product. You need to keep it short enough that it's funny and people aren't going to lose their attention span isn't going to go, but it needs to be informative and tell people about the product or where you are. So it's finding that happy medium.
So you're mostly, obviously, motorsport and agriculture.
Trucks, mostly I would say, motorsports, trucks and tractors. I can see it maybe going a little bit more towards trucks. There's something's brewing out there at the minute.
Oh, brilliant.
And I can see me getting involved a little bit more with trucks and the trucking community and the trucking world in 2026.
Is there any other avenues you'd like to branch into?
I suppose professionally, I'm very happy where I am. Like I love the farming community and the trucking community and the car community, and it's something that I never knew existed. So like growing up, you know, you have your own wee world, and for me and you probably as well, was the horsey world or the bit of GAA that I played and stuff. And then when I started, say, going to these agriculture shows and stuff, and I just see this it's a whole other world that existed that I didn't know about, and they're great crack.
Yeah, totally.
And I'm in my head, I'm thinking, sure, I'm this old one. Like, who the hell wants to get to know me? But it was the opposite. Like, and I young fellas and young girls coming up wanting, geez, Sammy, I saw your video. Let's do this, or can we do that for your videos? I'm like, why do you want to be in a video with me? But it's great, you know. Mums and dads, and I nearly kind of felt like the whole farming community just sort of took me in under their wing.
That is lovely.
Yeah, because I felt like I'm this outsider coming in who knows nothing about any of the products that you use, yet I'm here. Well, I'm not pretending to. I am learning to, but I'm here with all this stuff, and I don't know what I'm doing. And they very much were like, sure, come on with us and we'll help you and we'll show you. So I'm very lucky in that way that I just happened to land in that world. So for me at the minute, I'm kind of happy where I am.
Brilliant.
Yeah.
We'll have to get you into plant machinery more though, and that's what I think.
Yeah, and construction and that whole thing. I was over, did a tour with the Mayor know.
Did you meet Helen?
Yeah.
We Diamond, isn't she?
We don't, yeah. So we did the Merlot tour in Italy about last September or something, and they'd be more in the construction side of things.
Big in ag too now. But
there's a nice crossover there. But get more into the construction if they'll have me.
Of course they'll have you. Who wouldn't have you? What would you say to any, I suppose, young influencers out there that I suppose are watching you and thinking, could I do something like that? What advice would you give them?
It's just go for it, like, and what I find a lot is the younger people that I'm talking to, and especially girls, they're kind of going, I don't want them to think that people are going to think I'm a dick. Where I think if you can, I know it's hard, but if you can, just shed that, and like, people are going to think you're a dick because that's inevitable no matter what you do. So I think if you have an idea that you're passionate about and that you're interested in, just get out and do it, and you'll not be long growing a thick skin once you get out there.
Do you get much negative comments on that?
Yeah, but I'm very, very lucky that I don't. I do sometimes, and I think someone leaving a negative comment, it has took me until now, like, what am I, 6-7 years doing social media, to realise someone leaving a negative or derogatory comment is saying more about the person leaving the comment than it does about me. Yeah, someone might be like, they might have an opinion about the product or whatever, and that's fair enough. But when it's someone coming at you, a personal
attack.
Yeah, you're fairly, like, even yesterday, you're fairly piling on the pounds or something. And I'm just like, there was, I think, 130 something comments, all positive, like it was a funny video, and you're the one guy who's decided to say that I'm piling all the pounds. I think that
you're tiny, like.
I don't know about that, but so I was like, that says more about you than it does about me.
You just look like let a duck off a water's back, or what's that saying?
Water off a duck's back.
Water off a duck's back.
Yeah, and then it's actually it can be hard because it depends. Sometimes, like, you're tired and you feel like, that video is just all right, but it has to go out, and then some dick comes in and says, you're piling on the pounds or something, and you might be low that day or something, and you read it, and it might be able to hit you in a place where it does.
Of course.
But I've found
you're human at the end of the day, like, and people don't understand that. Like, everybody has feelings.
Yeah, exactly.
But look, as you say, I think the way to look at it is that's a problem with them, not you.
Yeah, because there's no successful businessman who has, like, maybe 3 or 4 businesses and has a happy life and happy family sitting on the internet going, you're piling on a few pounds. It's not that. It's not someone who's, don't take advice, isn't it? They say, don't take advice, don't listen to the opinions of someone who's in a position that you wouldn't want to be in.
Very good.
So that kind of, you kind of have to think about that when you're reading these sort of comments. And I know some people do the whole, like, answering back, like, giving them abuse back and la-di-da. I just block. Straight away. So a comment, I just go, I'm not for you and you're not for me, block, and that's just the way I deal with it, until maybe someday I do start attacking them back. I usually do. I try, if the way I see it is, if I can't come back at it in a funny, clever way, then I'm not going to come back at it. So, like, the old dirty ones, like, can I buy your knickers or whatever, I get a lot of them. I come back in a funny way, and that's fine. But the ones that are just pure personal attacks, it's just like, block.
I'd say you get, obviously, being such a good looking girl and all the rest. I'm charming you today. Do you get, I'm not really even on social media, like a few pages, but like the amount of creepy messages I do get off men, like, and I'd say yours is multiplied by.
Yeah, it actually doesn't bother me. And I remember at Lucky Day,
it is crazy though, isn't it?
Yeah, it's bananas. Like, you're like, how is someone sitting at home thinking it's okay to send that?
Honest to God, like, it's nuts.
Yeah, I suppose if you think about it too much, it is a bit scary, because, like, these dudes are walking around. What are they doing in their actual life? I
know.
But yeah, I don't kind of tend to think about it too much. But it is mad. Yeah. And then I wonder though, if if the roles are reversed, like there's good looking guys, or you know, do they get the same
with girls?
From women?
I'd love to know that. Actually, I don't know.
I'm sure they do. Like, but yeah.
Anyone listening out there, let us know. If you're good looking,
all the good looking guys.
Talk us through, right? Like, for example, talk us through your process. So you go out. So obviously, a company will contact you. So fill us through the whole process of start to finish.
Yeah, like so. For example, like yesterday, numerous different calls. Like, so it depends. Like some of them is it's a show, so it's like a show that wants me to come and make content, promotional videos, that kind of thing. If it's say like, I'm just looking at Bobcat here on the back of that magazine. Bobcat gets on to me and says, "Bobcat, you're more than welcome to get on to me if you want." info@sammytv.media. And they say, "We have this product coming out and we want you to do some promotional work for it." What I'm leaning into more now for 2026 is trying to bring on certain like brands that I can work well with, and maybe become more like an ambassador for that brand. So I can kind of say, okay, let's maybe it's that I come and do like 2 reels a month for you, and I come out to your place and I make a reel. Now the reel for me has to be very much and this is when I was making the reel for you, it has to be very much Sammy, in the Sammy sort of format.
But that's what works.
So,
you know what I mean? And you know what you're doing.
And
that's why I was like, enjoy it. Whatever you want.
Yeah, you were like, sure, just talk to the camera, and I'm like, no. For me, it has to be fun. It has to be entertaining. There has to be something to make the viewer. So I will take like their whatever product it is and spend whatever amount of time it is and come up with an idea and a concept and a script, and they'll say yeah or nay,
right?
And then usually, it's always a yeah, and then just go and film it. I'll take a wee videographer with me, and then I do a lot of the editing myself.
Do you?
Yeah,
Jesus.
a lot of it. Yeah. So yeah, for me it's very important that anything I put up is in that Sammy style. I don't think I'll ever do the talking to the camera, selling a product thing. It's just not me. I'd rather not have a reel come out for 2 weeks, or not have anything come out for 2 weeks, than start putting up things where it's just me talking to the camera. Makes sense. I want to, like, if someone's going to watch it for 30 seconds, I want to entertain them. I want it to be a bit of crack. I want it to be clever. And I want to make them go, Jesus, she great crackle, sure, I'll follow her. She's not just trying to sell me stuff, or she's trying to sell me stuff, but at least I'm getting a bit of crack out of it along the way.
100%. But you are good crack, and that's like, actually, we were talking to Pete there earlier, and he's the same, and you can see that, and I think that's so important because it comes through that you are who you are the crack, and I think that's what makes a difference and why you're so successful.
Yeah, I think so, and I think it's that Irish sort of charm and banter kind of thing works as well, and for me it's very important to have the crack and I don't make light of any situation, but to bring the lightness and the fluffiness, especially when you go to a lot of the, say, construction shows and ag shows, and understandably so, people are there, they're serious, they want to sell stuff. Enter Sammy, tell us about your trailer, you know, and they enjoy it most of the time. Like they enjoy a bit of crack and a bit of banter, and me going, what the hell is this now? Why do you need this on your trailer? Tell me about that. And it just kind of. What
was one of the funniest shoots that you did well?
Ooh, actually, I did one for a low loader, like, and it was only sort of really off the cuff. I called round. It was when Sammy TV was sort of just starting off. I called round to see about doing some trailer adverts, and I think it's on the top of my TikTok. It's like 1.5 million views. Where it was this trailer with tail swing and or zero tail swing. So we started it off with me standing and the trailer's turning, and because it is the zero tail swing, it just goes past me arse, you know, just nearly hits it but doesn't, and then it launches into me kind of talking about the trailer. But it absolutely flew and was just a very good example of something that was really fun to shoot. And when I'm just left left alone. So a lot of the time when I go out to film, people are like trying to help and they're trying to, I just love to be, just leave me alone to be a wacky, crazy idiot, and I'll come up with something better, you know. So that was a good example of where the business owner was like, yeah, sure, like work away, do it if you want, like you don't really care, you know. And then I was like, great, now I can just go and be an idiot, which I did. I was just bouncing around the yard for 2 hours filming this, and I got 1.5 million views, you know.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, so that was very enjoyable.
This podcast is kindly sponsored by Euro Auctions. The next auction takes place in Dromore on the 20th and 21st of February 2026. Do you think social media has changed a lot? Even like, how many years are you doing it now?
I suppose when I first started the TikTok was the start of 2021. Like I was doing the Lucky Day videos and stuff throughout 2019, 2020. But when I got my first personal account was 2021. So what's that, 5 years now?
Not a great counter here. Girl maths. In around that there,
around that. Yeah, it's massively changed, hasn't it? Even when I look back at stuff that I did back then that I thought was amazing, I'm like, oh my God. The quality of everything has just gone through the roof. The time and everything now is much quicker. It's like if you don't have a really good hook and if you don't have the punchline or be delivering towards the punchline within the first 15 seconds, they're gone. Even something like the lighting, if the lighting isn't as good in the first second where you can't fully see the person or the product, it's like a massive difference in the views. So yeah, I think it has changed, and it's more competitive now. There's so many more people doing it. Yeah. But I do think that's where businesses, and I'm talking a lot this week to businesses who are, and I just have to say the Irish for our engineering, and that's what's great about this Ice Expo. The work that the Irish people are doing out there and the products that they're making. Like, I spoke to 3 different engineers yesterday who have products out there that are world class, amazing, that I'm so lucky that they're contacting me to want to bring me on board to promote their product. And I'm like, yeah, please, look at this, it's amazing.
It's incredible. It really is incredible. And that's, I suppose, what Ice Expo is about. So you better get on to them lads there and tell them they need a stand as well.
One of them already does. It was part of our discussion about them being at Ice Expo. That's
great.
So yeah, I do think though. So a lot of these companies, and businesses, the engineering, the ingenuity behind it, and the entrepreneurship's unbelievable. I know, I just say that. But we're great. But what's happened now is that they're coming to me and they're saying, we have this amazing product, but we can't get it out there. Or it's out there to some extent, but we don't know how to get it out more, or out further onto social media. And that's where I come in and go, hello. So yeah, that I do think with just to answer your social media question is that businesses really need to get online.
100%.
A lot of them. I was over at Lama show there, and there's guys going, yeah, we have a girl that kind of works in the office, and then she tips about the yard and takes a few photos. I'm like, no, it really will just be worth it to pay, even just get a girl full time and go, your job is social media, or a guy or whatever, and get your face on there, get in round the CEO and the workers, and get everyone's face on there, give your brand a personality, and just
that's exactly what
get
it is.
out there.
We're doing social media now at GMC for 75 companies.
Wow.
And it's just growing and growing and growing. It's
only the start of it, I think.
It's only the start, exactly. Yeah. But that's what we'd be saying to people all the time is you need humans in videos. It makes 1,000,000%,
yeah.
You know, it makes such a difference. So you're looking forward to Ice Expo?
I can't wait. Yeah, I can't. It's going to be so exciting, and it's just such an amazing thing to be happening for Ireland.
Yeah.
And we get to put everything on display. We're going to make great content.
Yeah.
And it's going to be very exciting, and it's in Punchestown.
Punchestown, yeah. No, and I have to say Punchestown. Oh my God, they are just. I can't sing their praises enough. They're so great to deal with.
Really?
That makes
of the art,
it
so much easier.
Yeah. So I suppose as well to exhibitors, you'd be open to doing a bit of work for exhibitors there, I suppose.
Yeah,
as well.
So, yeah, one of the conversations we had yesterday with one of the companies, they were saying they're going to be at Ice Expo, and hopefully there's some way that I can bring them into and I was like, yeah, 100%, absolutely.
Yeah,
let's see. So yeah, get in contact with me. And well, like I'd be going around making content.
No, it's going to be great
on both days and having the crack and annoying everyone. That's what I like to do, just to not annoy people.
Look, it is going to be a great crack. Tell us something that the listeners may not know about you.
Oh, I was Ireland's youngest DJ.
Stop.
And my brother's going to kill me for this because he was also a DJ and he was a year younger than me because I did.
But you were better.
I was better, yeah. No, it's mad actually looking back at it. So in the 90s, my dad started up a pirate radio station called Heartbeat Radio.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it's mad. Like it was big. It was really, really big in that area, and hopefully people watching now will remember it because it was again all about the crack. But anyway, myself, I have 3 brothers. Right. So myself and my 3 brothers had this show called the Teeny Boppers.
Oh
show.
my God! What age were you here? Like
we weren't even teeny boppers. I think I was when I started it. I was 8, 9.
Oh my God.
Yeah, and it was proper full on, like see what Carl has in front of him there, that kind of like a 1990s version of that, and mixing in the songs, mixing in the news on the o'clocks, the ads, recording ads, the music and everything. So what used to happen was myself and my younger brother, so we would do a show in the morning before school, like literally in my school uniform at 7 a.m. to 8 a.m. over.
And did you record it in the house?
It was like, this is mad, yeah, it was like in a shed out the back of the house. But like, it was a proper full on radio station. We had DJs. We probably employed about 12, 14 DJs. All had their shifts. Yeah, it was a proper functioning making money business, like, yeah.
And what happened to it then?
I think it just maybe ran its course. I don't know, it was so long ago I can't remember, but there was 3-4 really solid years of Heartbeat radio station.
That's incredible.
It's mad when you think about it, like 8 years old and heading out to like host a radio show before, and that, I just thought nothing of it. That was just normal. It was like, you're going out to do the radio show, yeah, I'll be back in a, you know.
And what did you talk, like were you hosting, you were talking?
Oh yeah.
At 8?
Sammy, at 8. Yeah, 8, 9, 10, in around those ages. Yeah, I think we got a full spread on was it the Star or whatever newspaper it was, the front page, and because other people, because I never talked about it. I didn't go into school and be like, oh yeah, I hosted the radio show. To me it was just normal. It was just like, right, I'll go and so it was real in the era of the Spice Girls. So I was really into my music, right. And that's even if I'm in like a table quiz and that era of music is in it, I know all the answers because
winner, chicken dinner.
We knew all the music then. So yeah, just doing that was one from the Spice Girls, and coming up next we have Ricky Martin, Living a Vida Loca, you know. It's, DJ Samantha, I think it was called DJ Samantha here until 8 o'clock, or yeah. So, and then my 3 brothers, they had their wee DJ names, and then we had a wee side business off the side of that, was doing discos, teenage discos. So it was mainly sort of my older brothers at the start, was they were able to like get about it easier. They were a bit older, so they would drive with they bought the equipment, drive with it in the back of a van, and land at a hall wherever it is that advertising posters, and all these people would turn up for the teenage disco. And
that is class.
Yeah, and then we get booked for like 18th and 21st, but like when I think about it now, like we were 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Yeah.
That's incredible.
Yeah, when you couldn't even think about making an 8-year.
Have you any snippets from it?
There's definitely voice stuff. I have recently heard like one particular ad that we did that I heard that recently. I don't know who had it, but there's tapes upon tapes there of voice stuff. There's probably no visuals because it was just videos just didn't exist back then.
That is incredible.
Photos and voice stuff.
I'd love to hear one of the snippets.
I would not love to hear it. I would not love to hear it. Oh my God.
And then obviously, did you go to college or?
Yeah, I went to the Heaney School of Acting, which this year I put up a photo actually on social media a couple of days ago saying this photo was taken 21 years ago when I graduated from the Heaney School of Acting, and different people were like, you went to acting school, like what the hell? And a lot of people were like, like, geez, it doesn't look like it was taken 21 years ago, which I was delighted with. But yeah, I went to acting school, the Gaiety School, from when I was like 18, graduated when I was 20, and then went out and worked as a professional actor for a few years.
And were you in any?
That's tough going. I did wee small bits in stuff that you would know would be The Tudors. Do you remember The Tudors? Was King Henry VIII?
Oh yeah.
It was a big long series on him, and it was a couple of weeks. I did a couple of stunt doubling things. What did I do? Like a couple of films with Vinnie Jones and stuff like that. Class. But it wouldn't have been I'm in the credits if you wait at the cinema. I remember going to see it in the cinema, and I was like, we're waiting, and then Samantha Heaney coming up at the end. I'm like, yes,
that's me.
That was me rolling down that. That was me falling out of that tree.
That is deadly.
But it was mostly stage work.
Did you enjoy it though?
I loved, so as a stage work, I loved the creative process. So when you're getting your character sorted out, and what's her thinking behind this? What way can I deliver this? Let's think outside the box. That's what I love doing, thinking outside the box. So I love that part of it. But when a show went on the road, so say you're rehearsing it for 4 weeks, 6 weeks, then the show goes out on the road, and it's like a locked in show, right? We have it, that's it. And you could be then out on the road with that show for 6 months, travelling around every little town in Ireland or the UK, staying in little hotels, and that part I didn't enjoy as much, because it actually lends its hand, for me anyway, very much into being depressed, because what happens is you end up doing the show, you come off the stage, you're like, wow, but it's like 10 or half 10 at night. You end up going to the bar, having a couple of drinks, trying to bring the energy back down. You're maybe crawling into bed about 1 o'clock. I don't mean like pissed, but I mean a couple of drinks. Then what ends up happening, you sleep into maybe 10, 11. Then the whole day you're reserving your energy for your show that night. So it's not like you can get up and go run around and do anything. So you're trying to really reserve your energy. And then over time, if you're doing that every day for 6 months, I just found that it was very, very tough. So yeah, in the end, it probably wasn't for me. Love the creative side, love the wackiness of it, like kid shows, and I've done quite a few kid shows and stuff. Like love doing that. But those long runs, I found very tough on the owl. I don't know if you'd say mental health, but I found them tough. Yeah,
that's interesting now.
Yeah.
So what is the future for Sammy? The future for
Sammy and Sammy TV. So I see the longevity. What I really want to do is the YouTube. I'm just gung ho, because I feel like that's me. Like, I do these promotional videos for other companies, and it's great. I love getting them on board and building up that relationship and working with them. But I see the YouTube as very much me, and I'm the boss, and I can do whatever the hell I want. Yeah, and that's great. Yeah. So the future for me, I would love to continue with the YouTube channel, keep building it. At the minute, I've got a Ferguson 20, a 1953 Ferguson 20 that I'm completely refurbishing with a little bit of help. I was very lucky. I had a couple of different companies come on board, and I will mention the South Coast Diesels just came on board, took me under their wing, and they have been amazing. Like they have a guy, Tombo, has been working on it now for the last 3 months, and this tractors in the middle of their workshop for the last 3 months. They've been amazing. John Connaty then in Kells, everyone will know John Connaty's like the biggest tractor parts. He's the biggest tractor parts supplier in Ireland. He's been absolutely amazing. So he's given me the parts for the tractor.
That's brilliant.
Oh yeah, like that's. I couldn't. It was a silly thing to do. Now when I think of it, I'm going to go out and buy a tractor for £1,000 and do it up, even though I didn't know what the hell I was doing.
So are you going home now this evening to put the overalls on? Get the
yeah. Oh yeah, I'm all in. Yeah, drills and spanners and covered in oil. Yeah, the whole lot. Even though, and people keep going, now is it all sinking in? You're doing it, but is it sinking in? And I'm like, I don't actually think it is, but hopefully some of it will sink in.
Would you say you're a bit of a tomboy?
100%, like, yeah, me with the 3 brothers then growing up. I was just always lugged in with the 3 boys. Yeah. And I think that as well sort of lent its hand into the type of social media I do. And I was just actually very lucky because it was a very male dominated area, the 100%. Agriculture and the trucking. Yeah. And then I very much connect with with lads. I'm
exactly
one
the
of
same.
the lads.
Even growing up, I was always just one of the lads.
One of the lads, yeah. And I even was wearing, like, I used to get their hand-me-downs. So I'd be just wearing the boys' clothes. Like, pink was like, pink, oh my God, wow, she gets to wear pink. Like, I'm just in the lads' tracksuit. So, yeah, I think that works for me, though, with what I'm doing now.
Do you think it might resonate a bit? Obviously, like, you know, we knew each other years ago through horses, like, and I suppose it's a bit of a tough game, as you know, like, you know what I mean? We're out shoveling shit.
Yeah.
Like, do you think that might have been why the two of us kind of, I suppose,
ended up
a bit of tomboy world?
Yeah, probably. I would say 100%. Like, just get stuck in and get on with it. And there's no time for makeup or hair or there's not even there's no point. It's like, no point, why would you like, when I used to go to the hairdressers, she'd be like, and what sort of a blow dry do you want to, and I'd be like, nothing, doesn't, I said just leave it wet, because I'd be putting a riding helmet on it for 6 hours in an hour's time, you know.
100%.
So you just have to get on with it and forget about trying to look nice, or you get to look nice once or twice a year for the hunt ball, and that's a privilege, you know.
Dressed up. I'll never forget for my confirmation, there was some rows because my mum was like, right, I'm bringing you to get a nice outfit. I was like, I am not wearing a dress. Are you off your head? Why would I wear a dress?
Yeah.
And like, she got so cross and all, and she was like, you have to wear a dress. I was like, I'm not wearing a dress. I think I settled on like some pair of white trousers or something.
Yeah.
But like back then I was like, no way. Like.
Yeah, it's one you didn't have the jodhpurs on. Jodhpurs will do in the boots.
I'll actually never forget a funny story. We were out in the yard years ago, and obviously my brother, it was just me and my brother, and he hung around with a load of lads, and they were playing Kirby's. So like, you know, you had to kick the ball from one side to the other. And there was a lad there, God rest him, he passed away, Paul O'Hare. He was like another brother to me. But all the lads were there. It was a real sunny day, and they turned around and they all took their T-shirts off. And I don't know, was I 6 or 7? So the next thing, what did I do?
I
took the T-shirt off, like to be like one of them. They were like, no, you can't do that. You can't do that. And I was like, why can I not do it if you can do it?
I'm one of the lads.
I'm one of the lads.
Equal rights and all that. If I want to take my shirt off, I'll take my shirt off.
Yeah, I'll never forget it.
Sure, the lads would be fine with you doing it now.
They wouldn't see much though. Right, well look, I suppose go back to Ice Expo a bit. Look, we are absolutely delighted to have you on board, and we're really looking forward to, obviously we're making a wee bit of a plan there with Pete and Tire Warrior and stuff. We're going to do a few skinny videos, and
a couple of good videos
crack.
coming up. And can I just say, like, well done to you. This is an amazing thing for Ireland and for construction in Ireland, and the whole concept, and it's obviously just exploded from last year, really, because everyone's talking about it. I was in Lama, and the amount of people that mentioned it to me, and there's people coming over from the UK, and Helen, even on the Merlot stand, she was too busy, but she was like, I'll see you at Ice Expo.
Yeah,
and
I'm
it's
like, going to be deadly now.
Yeah,
we really are looking forward to it, and it really has exploded. But like, it's a team effort, and like I keep saying it, like only for all the exhibitors. You know, it would be nothing without their support.
Yeah.
You know, so it's going to be great. It is going to be deadly.
It'll be brilliant. Yeah,
we are delighted to have you on board. So I think it's going to be a good bit of crack.
I'm delighted to be on board, because it's just something that's really exciting. It's a really exciting date in the calendar for 2026.
But I think a lot of your followers will love it. Like,
I think so. I think like there is a good, and I think I was even unaware of, you know, because I'm kind of thought, construction, that's totally different from what I'm doing. I don't know if they're going to get, and then when you see the messages coming in, you're like, oh right, okay, Jesus, there's
serious crossover.
There's the people, the lads who are following me are actually builders as well, and working in construction, 100%. And which is great. So.
Right, well, thank you so much for coming in. Pleasure to have you.
Thanks for having me.
And so 22nd, 23rd of May, we'll see you there.
Yes, can't wait. Be there or
be square.
Be square. Real creative. Oh.
I'm so creative, sorry. This podcast is kindly sponsored by Euro Auctions. The next auction takes place in Dromore on the 20th and 21st of February 2026.